Chelsea fans, it's 8 years to the day that Chelsea won the Champions League in Munich, in Bayern Munich's backyard, and become champions of Europe. It's a special day, and we're in the top in honour. This is the 5-minute Chelsea news and Chelsea transfer news extended today, because we need to focus on important things such as Munich and all the other items. But yeah, that's my website as well, chelseadaft.org. Stay tuned, there's plenty to discuss in the video. Let's get cracking. I'd love to start on the Chelsea website, but I'm not allowed to feature it on these videos, unfortunately. So, to the Evening Standard, Chelsea win the 2012 Champions League. 50 pictures of that famous night in Munich. And what a night in Munich that was. Look at the fans, look at that. I'm going to take you to that team. Now, that team on the night was outstanding in every single way. Look at Gary Cahill there, next to Petr Cech and David Luiz. Yes, they've both... Luiz has stick these days and things like that. But that night, they hadn't trained for a month. You remember Cahill at Barca? Tweaked his hamstring, had to go off early. Luiz was injured, he'd done his hamstring as well. Both of them hadn't trained for a month. They turned up that night and were outstanding. Ryan Bertrand was given a nod by Di Matteo and played on the left-hand side. Absolutely outstanding. Look at Mikel, the general in the middle of midfield. Just did his business. Always found himself in the right place. Frank Lampard, Jose Bosingwa, Juan Mata, as I said, Petr Cech, Solomon Kalou, Ashley Cole, and of course Didier Drogba. With captain Frank Lampard on that night, because we all know John Terry was suspended. Chelsea were up against it with injuries, suspensions, and it was just an outstanding night, one of the best nights of our lives. And if you go to the Evening Standard, you got plenty of images. Obviously JT, Ramirez were out, Raul Meireles was out, Branislav Ivanovic was out, Di Matteo there. So you can see a lot of the images that are on there on the Evening Standard site. But what a night that was. Where were you when Chelsea won the Champions League final? I couldn't actually get to Munich for one reason or another, so I took to Fulham Broadway that day, and we got to Fulham Broadway, me and my mates, around midday to scope out some different bars just to see where we wanted to go in and around the ground. And we ended up in Brogan's, which was pretty normal. But we actually ended up in Brogan's about 1 o'clock that afternoon, and we stayed there as the atmosphere built up. There was a playoff final, I think West Ham, Blackpool maybe. I can't remember exactly who it was. But we stayed in there, and the doors had to be shut around 6 PM because it was ram-packed full. A full 2 hours before kickoff. We went through all the emotions that night, and of course, Müller scoring with 9 minutes to go was just a massive blow, and we thought, oh no, not Moscow again. Obviously, they all celebrated like they won it. Chelsea knew time was against them. Then that happened. The best header, the greatest header I think I've ever seen in my life from Didier Drogba, with 2 minutes of normal time to go. Absolutely outstanding. And we all seen the celebration. I mean, you can see it there. We knew exactly what it meant. And it goes to extra time, as we all know. Extra time, Didier unfortunately brings down Ribéry in the box, gives away the penalty. Arjen Robben, ex-Chelsea, steps up. Petr Cech, as you can see, makes that save. Somehow then, we all knew that it was coming our way. It goes to penalties, and you can see the players there. If you think about those 5 penalties on that night, Juan Mata, we can forgive Juan Mata. He stepped up, and unfortunately he had his penalty saved. It wasn't the best start after Bayern had already scored theirs. They score again. David Luiz steps up second and rifles that ball into the roof of the net to make it 2-1. They then score again. Frank Lampard walks up and rifles the ball into the net to make it 3-2. Then they miss the penalty. Petr Cech makes the save, and Ashley Cole steps up, calm as you like, left foot, and puts it right in the corner of the net, giving Neuer no chance to put us all square at 3-3 with 1 penalty to go. Then, as we all know, Bastian Schweinsteiger steps up, hesitates, hits that post. Petr Cech, the ball deflects off of him but goes away from goal, and it's left for Didier Drogba to step up. Didier Drogba did that, put it in the opposite corner and won the Champions League for Chelsea. What a fantastic image of the night as the boss with the trophy, Roman Abramovich, as we all know, celebrated with the players. Di Matteo, inspirational. On that run to that Champions League win, he was inspirational. Every single Chelsea player was a hero that night, but no more so than these two. Petr Cech for making the save in extra time from Arjen Robben, his penalty, and also for giving us a chance with that 4th penalty save, and Didier Drogba for the header and finally putting to bed Moscow and scoring the winner. Chelsea Football Club Champions League winners at last. So back to some kind of normality now with what's happening in the modern day at Chelsea, and with the players due to return back to Chelsea for some training tomorrow. Having gone through coronavirus testing yesterday and today at Chelsea, there's some interesting scheduling options that are being discussed with regards to finalising the season. They're looking for the season to restart on June the 12th, with the season finishing by the end of July, to then give the players around a month to the end of August, early September, for the Premier League season to start. The Premier League Chief Executive Richard Masters has said there's going to be interesting scheduling options and said this: there will come a point when next season becomes difficult to schedule. We're not at that point yet. The June return and July finish leaves time for a break for other competitions to be completed, and the start of the season towards the end of August or very early September. Obviously, what we want to do is ensure the season is completed in a way which preserves other competitions, but also preserves our ability to start and deliver 38 match rounds next season in a proper calendar. Given we are trying to get the season away in a slightly truncated situation, we may look at some interesting scheduling options. We can confirm nothing yet, but we've got to make it work for everyone. I believe that you could see games every few days. So as reported yesterday, Jorginho, Juve, Maurizio Sarri wants him. Chelsea are not interested, reportedly not interested in Miralem Pjanic, who's been offered to Barcelona. According to this report in the Star and around the web, Chelsea have set the asking price for Jorginho if Juve want to sign him. That price has been set at £58 million, €65 million. The question is, does Maurizio Sarri want him that badly that he'll pay that money? Could Chelsea afford to lose Jorginho? This is the question. Now, stay tuned to the end of this video. I posted a video up the other day about Jorginho. Called it the Jorginho debate. Do we keep him or do we sell him? Make sure you check that video out at the end of this video. The 28-year-old is going to cost Maurizio Sarri $58 million if he wants him. Let's see if he stumps up the money. Some more on the Evening Standard, and look at this. A twist in the Philippe Coutinho situation. It looks as though Bayern Munich do not want to take up the option to buy him outright from Barcelona, a fee of around €120 million. However, they are looking to extend his loan for another season. Rather than pay the money outright now, maybe look to a year in advance. I wonder what's going to happen. If this is actually substance, if this has got some substance behind it, if it's just paper talk. If it is true, then if Chelsea are interested in Coutinho, this could cause them a big problem. So news that appeared last night, Dries Mertens agrees new contract at Napoli to disappoint Chelsea and Inter, and it's shocking. It's absolutely shocking, really. I had a rant last Friday about Dries Mertens and all this. From his own personal point of view, his agent has worked wonders because he's been flouting him about to clubs to sign him on a free transfer. Chelsea have bitten, Chelsea have been interested, tried to get him in January. He didn't want to come because he wanted to get the goal scoring record at Napoli. So it comes to the situation we're all in now. The contract's going to expire. His agent puts the feelers out yet again, and Chelsea buy and Inter Milan buy. But what happens? He gets offered a lot of money by Chelsea to come to Chelsea on a free transfer. He gets offered a huge amount of money by Inter, believed to be more than Chelsea, to sign for them under Antonio Conte and play for Inter Milan next season. According to this report in The Guardian, it looks as though he's accepted a 3-year extended contract at Napoli with less money than what Inter Milan was offering, around £140,000 a week, but he's managed to obtain and to negotiate with his agent a £2.2 million signing on bonus and you can only imagine what the agent's going to be paid as well. Dries Mertens' agent has paid an absolute blinder. The likes of Chelsea and Inter Milan have wasted their time, and Mertens is going to stay at Napoli. That's it from me, guys. Tuesday the 19th of May. This has been your Chelsea Daft Chelsea news and transfer news update, and also a celebration of 8 years ago today. Make sure you check out the Chelsea website tonight, the official Chelsea website. 8 PM this evening, they're running a watch along. They're playing the Champions League final from the 80th minute onwards in full, including all of the extra time and all the drama, to relive the drama. So make sure you check that out. 8 years ago, Chelsea were champions of Europe, officially crowned champions of Europe, and it was one of the best days of our lives. Happy Tuesday. Have a great day. See you all tomorrow.